Hey guys, Shadow Reviewer here. Today I'm looking at Family Guy Season 5, Episodes 1 to 3. So, without any further ado, let's get straight into it. Today I'm looking at Family Guy Season 5, Episode 1, Stewie Loves Lois. And despite the number of good starts to the series overall, this one sucks. It's two plot lines in this episode, just very, very, very mediocre. I'll start with the main plot. So Peter sues Dr. Hartman when he tries to give him a exam. And Peter thinks he got attacked. And yeah, through sheer dumb stupidity, Dr. Hartman has his license revoked. Yeah, this makes Peter so god damn idiotic. I mean, dude, you've never had that kind of exam? And as for any of my subscribers who are dudes, if you watched the episode, I think you know what type of exam I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm not a man myself, obviously, and I don't know what this exam varies. I mean, I know how the procedure works, but I've never seen it in real life, so don't come to me saying, oh, you don't know what it is. But I know that even Peter's not that dumb and stupid. So pretty much the entire episode means nothing as Peter doesn't get checked, so he goes to the one person that he sued. And it's honestly so dumb. Even the subplot is not all that great either. So, while it has a good setup, Rupert gets taken by a dog and Lois goes to the extremes and even fixes Rupert going back to normal, which is honestly a nice gesture. Stewie becomes more physically connected to Lois, pretty much seeing her as the savior. I mean, after all, he saved Rupert, which is honestly the sweetest thing a mother could do for a child. And yeah, he becomes pretty damn clingy, as most people would do, and Lois becomes pretty damn tired of it. So yeah, it's the landing really sinks the episode down to the bottom for me. It does the predictable stuff, and it doesn't try anything new with it, although it does lead into one of the funniest moments you could start the season with. Lois, 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 Mom, 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 Mummy, 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 Mama, 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 Ma, 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 Mom, 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 Mummy, Mummy, Mama, Mama, Mama. What? Hi. It is a very memorable moment. I had to recite the whole thing. It's just so damn funny. But apart from all that, it's still a mediocre episode. Peter's main plotline is dumb, and while I liked the Stewie stuff, it couldn't stick the landing for me. Today I'm looking at Family Guy Season 5, Episode 2, Mother Tucker. And I have to say, it's not a bad episode. It's actually pretty good. So we get the first official appearance of Thelma Griffin, that being Peter Griffin's mother. And out of the sheer blue, for no segue at all, she decides to leave Francis. Yeah, that's Peter's father. Who would have thunk it? So she decides to find some new guys. And in Peter's absolute shock, she goes for Tom Tucker. Yeah, him of all people. And his stick of keeping it like his personality does get a few decent laughs. And for what it seems, he is actually a decent guy. Yeah, all that shit back in season 4, ignore all that. He starts becoming more fatherly to Peter, which, given Peter is a full-grown man, is kind of stupid, but kind of adorable. But then Thelma decides to leave, telling Tom that he was just a one-night thing that was never gonna last. Kind of weird to me, I don't know. But Tom still decides to try and help Peter. It's honestly kind of adorable. And what ends on a good note is when Peter realizes that Tom's spending more time with Peter than his actual own son Jake. And Peter decides to give all that up so that Jake can spend some time with his father. That is honestly really kind of adorable. Even sweet, even. That's actually really nice. I think Peter realizes he never got a chance to have a normal father-son relationship with his actual father, so he decided to try and recreate that with Tom. That's actually kind of nice. And what he did was honestly pretty mature of him. So it has a good ending. I even like the subplot when Brian, after talking out of his voice out of a microphone, is hired to be on a radio station. And while he doesn't resonate with people, he brings in Stewie, it goes through the roof. Dingo and the baby pretty much become a massive hit in the radio show, and they start doing weird stuff together. As we all know where this is going, it goes out of control. Brian wants to go back to the old stuff. It doesn't work, so they both get kicked off. And the stuff we do get, well, it is a little dragged out. It's still not half bad. But it does end on a good note. Cleveland Quagmire have their own radio show called Dark Chocolate and the Rod. Giggity giggity go. So yeah, it has a kind of a chuckle-worthy ending. So yeah, I thought the episode was pretty decent. The Peter stuff was great, and the Brian and Stewie subplot was not bad. Today I'm looking at Family Guy Season 5, Episode 3, Hell Comes to Quahog. So yeah, here is where I'm mixed on the episode. I will get the funny stuff out of the way. First of all, the skate dance scene with Peter, Quagmire, Joe, and Cleveland. It is goddamn funny and pretty memorable. I mean, they're just dancing to this really good funky disco music, and it ends with them all four dancing simultaneously. So yeah, I thought that was pretty fun. The next one is where instead of buying Meg a car, Peter buys a tank. And he runs down Joe with it. Joe, my god, what happened? You just ran over me. I don't know where you got that thing, but I've been pounding it. And look at you, you look like half-open toothpaste. There's another one where it's a hot day and Stewie's like, oh, Brian, spit on me. Oh, that's nice. Now tell me I'm scum. How would that cool you off? But those are... Okay, only one more. So how was work today, Meg? Peter, you lost your job because of the superstore. You shouldn't blame Meg. And you can stop making that fart sound every time when someone says Meg. So how was your day exploring the town's resources, Meg? Meg. Meg. Meg, 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 Meg. The stuff I do like. It's very memorable, very random, but you remember it. The main story, however, is where I'm mixed on it. So, a lot of businesses are pretty much done and dusted because Superstore USA, and Meg works for them, and she's not actually half bad at it. So Peter loses his job and his favorite place. Hence the every time someone mentions Meg, Peter blows a raspberry. That's what that scene was about. So yeah. While I'm not on the hate Meg Griffin bandwagon, it is nice that she has a job. But it's also kind of weird that she would give it up for Peter, who, by the way, also gets the job there. She decides to give her job up to fire her father. It's kind of weird messaging, but it's kind of mature that Meg would sacrifice her happiness for her... douche of a father. And well, the ending scene with Brian and Stewie taking down the superstore with the tank does get a few decent laughs. But the obvious measure of the new superstore USA is corrupting people is freaking obvious, and it doesn't do anything interesting with the idea. It's just freaking obvious, and it's forced down your throat. We get it. Government stores like this, they're taking out people's jobs, blah blah blah, we get it. So yeah, I'm not on the forefront to talk about that stuff, but for those who do, let me know down in the comments below and tell me if you think this episode sticks well to you. So yeah, while there were some very memorable moments in this episode, the main plot, not so much. And that's the end of the video, folks. Hope you like it. Give me a thumbs up, like and comment, subscribe, but I hope to get more videos out like this. Speaking of which, tomorrow I'll be looking at Family Guy Season 5, Episodes 4 to 6. Keep an eye out for that video. Until then, I'm the Shadow Reviewer, signing off.